Hello, all my happy viewers. Guys, let's go ahead and turn the clock back a couple years right now. Disney announces their new streaming service, Disney Plus, a service where we'll be able to see anything from classic Disney animated movies to National Geographic documentaries, Marvel movies, and of course, Star Wars. And the actual first thing to drop on the service that was exclusive was this legend. The Mandalorian was an instant hit, with the audience demanding even more after the first season finished. And upon the premiere of the second season, we were given the epic return of one of the franchise's most loved characters. Boba Fett was back and was soon to come back with his own spin-off show. But after it came out, audiences were a little mixed on it, with Star Wars fans in particular being a little passionate about their response. I, for one, actually really enjoyed this series, but I do see why some people don't. Yet at the same time, I don't see why people say it's outright bad, or even terrible. One of the bigger complaints I saw about the series was that Boba Fett isn't the badass we saw in the original trilogy. Who? The guy who shot at Luke a couple of times and unceremoniously fell into the Sarlacc pit in Return of the Jedi? That guy? Now, of course, Boba Fett was shown off more in comics and as a kid in the Clone Wars series, and people made it seem as though Boba's characterization in the series came out of nowhere. In Mandalorian Season 2, Boba was doing a job for Din Djarin because he got his armor back from him. Here, Boba is fed up with working for people who don't give him any appreciation, which is something that he outright tells Black Krrsantan.
Take it from an ex-bounty hunter. Don't work for skugholes. It's not worth it.
Rather, we see Boba become his own man, after having lived with the clan of Tusken Raiders for what was probably around 4 or 5 years. They helped teach him honor, to show compassion, and to help fight for what was truly right. Alright, now enough pushback on the negativity that I've seen. I'm going to talk about the things that I actually do like in this series. While on the subject of the Tuskens, I liked how they showed their customs and traditions here. Hell, I love how badass they're shown to be here.
And these blast points, too accurate for sand people. Only Imperial stormtroopers are so precise.
Are you sure about that, Ben? As a whole, this series does a fantastic job at showing that the Tusken Raiders, the Rancors, and even the Gamorreans weren't the monsters the original trilogy portrayed them as. In fact, it made you feel for them all. They aren't evil or monsters by nature, and I love that. Alright, this one's probably gonna rustle some jimmies. I actually like the mods. What? Hear me out on this one! Boba grew up as an angry and resentful kid. He had no father figure in his life after Jango was killed. The mods are basically street rats without homes. Boba, while originally intending to get rid of them, instead offers them a home and a job as his enforcers. He's teaching them responsibility. I actually really like this. And to be honest, I kinda like their speeder bikes in concept, though I do agree that the colors clash too much with Tatooine. They'd fit in better on Coruscant. It's like that teal-colored McDonald's in Sedona, Arizona. They changed it from yellow to teal because it clashes too much with the desert. And come on, they managed to get Thundercat to play the guy who makes the mods. That's just awesome. This series also gives us live-action versions of both Cad Bane and Black Krrsantan. Seeing Bane in live action, not that one. Seeing Bane in live action in the series was just the icing on the cake. His entrance into Mos Pelgo was so intimidating. Some people that I know who didn't even know who Bane was before would say that this shot alone communicated everything that they needed to know about him. A cold, collected gunslinger who meant more business than anyone on the receiving end of his blaster. Black Krrsantan was
a surprise, to be sure, but a welcome one.
Always great to see more Wookiees in this franchise. As for the story, I liked seeing Boba trying to be an honorable daimyo to Mos Espa. He's a crime lord, but he has morals, and an obligation to protect the people of the city. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I actually like Boba wearing the black robes and suit more than the tan and blue that he did in the original trilogy. I like the tan and blue, it's a classic look. But the black looks more clean to me. Fennec Shan being his right hand and personal advisor was also a great addition, with the two of them learning from one another on many occasions. And of course, there's Din made a return in the series, with 2 whole episodes focusing on him. Now, this is both a positive and a negative from me. I love seeing Din Djarin returning, but at the same time, he seemed to overtake any attention on screen, even when Boba was there. When he arrived, it kind of became The Mandalorian Season 2.5. And of course there's Grogu returning, which kind of made the ending of Mandalorian Season 2 a little meaningless. I don't hate it, but I didn't care for it. All in all, I really liked the Book of Boba Fett. The story was serviceable, Tamara Morrison was amazing, and the action was fantastic. At the end of the day, I give the Book of Boba Fett an 8 out of 10. I understand why people don't like this series, but I don't think it's outright bad. I think that's a little over-exaggerating. I think more people ought to look at this from a different angle. But at the end of the day, I still love this series, and I've rewatched it 4 times already. Well guys, that's going to go ahead and do it for today's video. Don't forget to like, comment, favorite, share, subscribe. Don't forget to follow all of our other pages. And as always, stay fantastic, happy viewers.
Like a panther.
You knew that was coming.